questions?
I gotta get this done, my mama.
I ate a piece of fish from Captain D's on the way.
Woo! Take him out of the country, you can't take the country out.
You sure can, because you need a piece of fish sometimes. You just need a piece of fish. It's your girl. It's your girl.
It's your girl, Brandi.
It's
Be
your girl,
Frye.
Brandi.
How you want me to introduce you? Let me know when you ready.
Alright.
Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome back to another podcast. I am excited today. We jam-packed. Listen, y'all. I got my girl, Brandi Frye in the building. Brandi Frye Odom.
Yes, please.
Okay, all right.
Please. I'm somebody's wife now.
I know that's right. Long time.
Literally.
Hey, man, listen. Y'all don't know Brandi. Me and Brandi go way back, but we gonna get to know her in this podcast.
Okay.
All right, so listen, y'all. Brandi is a stylist, a master cosmetologist. Mm-hmm. Master cosmetologist.
Yep. I got my paper.
And she's an entrepreneur, and she has her own brand, Raw FX. Oh man, listen, y'all. We jam packed today. So, Brandi, we want to start off and tell us exactly where you're from.
Okay, so I am from Atmore, Alabama. Okay, known as Atmo, but we're gonna be professional for like 2 minutes, and I'm gonna say
Dirty 30.
The Dirty 30. I'm from Atmore, Alabama. If you don't know where that is, it's on the Florida line.
In the boonies.
In the boonies. We just got a Walmart a couple years ago, and it's like the mall.
Woohoo!
Bless us.
So you're a country girl.
I am.
Yeah. And coming from the country, do you think it, did anything to you, like for as, your personality, how you deal with people?
Yeah, I definitely do feel like coming from the country, you handle people with a little more respect.
Yeah.
Coming from the country versus the city, like you kind of respect people and you expect respect from them too. So I think that country background kind of helps out with that.
Yeah, kind of keep you grounded a little bit.
It keeps you grounded, yeah.
Definitely. I'm from Montgomery, so I know all about it.
Is that where you from? You from Montgomery?
Yeah, born and raised.
Mm-hmm. I heard you. Okay. All right now.
Born and raised from Montgomery, Alabama. Moved here, but that's why I'm born and raised from.
Oh, I thought we was going to go all the way to the country part.
Oh, no.
Oh, we ain't going to go all the way to the country. Okay.
No.
Right,
that's as far as country is a gift for me.
Okay. All right.
All right, so of course we go way back, right? And me and Brandi first met in Tuscaloosa,
T-Town.
Yeah, and so in Tuscaloosa, what brought you to Tuscaloosa?
So I came to Tuscaloosa to go to the university.
The University of what?
The University of Alabama.
Oh.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide. One more time. Roll Tide.
Well, I'm not a Roll Tide fan, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
We all can't, be a fan of what you want to be a fan of.
HBCU. I'm still in college all the way, y'all.
I enjoyed my experience at Stillman. I would say I got the best of both worlds being in T-Town because half of my friends went to Stillman and then a few of them went to Bama, and so I got to get the best of both worlds.
Gotcha. So when you went to Tuscaloosa and you went to the University of Alabama, what did you major in at school?
I majored in marketing.
So you have a marketing degree?
I have a marketing degree.
Wow.
From the university.
That's major.
Don't get one.
Why you say that? Why wouldn't you get a degree?
Okay, not that I wouldn't get a degree.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't get a marketing degree.
Wow.
If I could go do it over, I wouldn't get a marketing degree.
So you would say that now?
Yeah.
With everything going on, you wouldn't get a marketing degree?
Everything. Because a lot of the stuff that I've learned about business and marketing, the university did not teach me.
Gotcha.
They taught me the book side of everything, but a lot of this stuff when it comes to business is hands-on. It's like on-the-job training. You learn on the go.
Yeah.
So don't say that loan money. Do something else.
So how did you start doing hair? How did you get into that?
So I've been doing hair since I was young. I've been doing hair since I was young, since I was in high school. So I dibbled and dabbled with hair in high school, and then I went to college. And I did all my friends and all my roommates. And so I started picking up a little clientele base here and there. You know, when you're in college, the girl that does hair, everybody want to be friends with the person that does hair.
Right.
In college. So that's how I kind of start getting the train rolling when it came to doing hair.
All right, so when you get the train rolling, and then what happened next? You are you looking for a shop to go work in? What was your next move?
At first, I wasn't. I was just working at home. I was a kitchen stylist, you know, working at home, doing my friends at home. And then my friend Shantae said, you should ask Mo if you can work in his shop. And I was like, ask Mo, can I work in his shop? I'm like, I'm not about to ask Mo that. She was like, yeah, when we go in there to get our eyebrows done, because Mars did everybody's eyebrows in Tuscaloosa, okay? He was known as the brow man. So if you want to get your brows done before you went out that weekend, you try to, you know, get over there and try to get in Mo chair. Nobody ever had an appointment. So you was getting snapped on when you walked in. But you was gonna get your brows done. And so we went in to get our brows done. And she was like, Mo, you got some room for Brandi in here?
Yeah.
And it went from there.
Took off.
And it took off from there. Took off from there.
So you started working in the shop. And after you started working in the shop and growing your business, hey, did you have a time where you felt like you was just gonna give up and just like forget doing hair?
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely.
The whole building the clientele part, like building a stable clientele is tough. Yeah. It's really, really tough. So I definitely, there were times I was kind of on and off when it came to hair. Like sometimes I do hair and sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes I work a traditional job, but I wasn't like full time, drop everything, I'm doing hair full time. Like it was never that. It was definitely like, okay, I'm gonna go in here and do a couple heads, and then I'm not gonna come in here and do a couple heads. It wasn't stable. So that was the part, like maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe I should focus on my degree. Yeah. And so that's the tough part when you're trying to build your clientele. Like, do you want to give up or do you want to keep pushing?
Definitely not for the faint of heart.
It is not for the faint of heart at all. It's a faith business. You got to hope that somebody gonna want to come to you that day or that week, and hope that somebody tells somebody else about you that week so you can see somebody else. So
that's all in the branding.
It's all in the branding.
It's all in the branding because it's just like a Jordan shoe, right? Like people know that Jordan shoe gonna come out on a Saturday, right? And they gonna be in line trying to grab that shoe. And the same goes for if you know what I'm saying, doing hair or whatever. I'm cutting hair, the same concept, you know. You got to make people think about you when they wake up in the morning.
Now, I will say, working in the barbershop with you, because I'm going to have to talk about our experiences, okay?
That's fine.
Because I did learn a lot working with you, and so I don't want to skip over that. One thing I can say about working in the barbershop with Morris is he was always marketing himself. So if it was flyers on a big weekend, he walking through the mall. He going everywhere. He's on campus. You seeing his flyers. He passing them out. He passing out his cards. Letting you know, come around the corner to finishing touch. You know, coming over here, come over here, come over here. It was constant. And from seeing him do that, and he's staying booked. Like people walking in and they gonna wait. They gonna wait for him. So like, okay, I want that same vibe. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna get on my little Microsoft Word. Let me figure out how to make me some flyers. So I made some flyers and I'm doing, you know, taking pictures and posting. This is when Facebook was like just popping. It was still for just college students then. So we posting online on Facebook, doing marketing, doing sales, doing, you know, discounts, anything we can to try to get that clientele up and get some people in.
Right. And you got it going.
And we got it going. We got the train rolling in. Before you know it, people coming in. I'm booked, and I'm telling my mom, "Hey, I think I'm just gonna drop out of school and do hair full time." And she's like, "Oh no, you in your senior year. I know you lying. You're not dropping out. You gonna finish and figure out whatever you gonna do from there. But you gonna finish."
Yeah. And yeah, it was amazing. Just so y'all know, like for me, when it comes down to trying to help people out and help people with booth rent, I'm very generous when it comes down to helping people, because I know that if I charge full booth rent most of the time for people, they're not gonna make it. So I'm always generous, just trying to help people get to where they at. And I feel like that's why I'm blessed the way I am now.
I do agree with that.
You know, just helping people in general. You know what I mean? It'll come back to you, you know, tenfold.
I just told my husband, I was talking to him about that, and I was saying, you know, when I look back on my time at Finishing Touch, I'm very, very grateful and appreciative for the love that you showed me, because I was very inconsistent in the beginning. I was very inconsistent, y'all. I come in and Mars wouldn't say, this how much you owe me for the week. He'll be like, okay, show me some love. You can work, so show me some love. Yeah. But I'm young, so I'm going to show you this is what I feel like love is. You know, this is love. And he still would show me respect like anybody else that was working there. But there was a time when he had to say some things to me when it came to booth rent and working in the space. And at that time, I did not understand. Yeah. At that time, I did not understand. And it was like my feelings were so hurt. I want to tell him. I don't know if we're going to tell him, because it's real, though. Yeah. How real we getting? Yeah. We getting real? Okay.
Yeah, we get real.
We get real? Okay.
That's fine.
All right. So, Mars Barbershop was always full. It was always full. And he had like hairstylists and barbers. It was always hairstylists and barbers. And I'm the hairstylist. I'm the baby hairstylist, but I'm inconsistent. So I'm not paying consistent booth rent like I should be, because I'm young. I'm not understanding that, you know, you have to pay consistent booth rent to be able to hold this seat. This is a seat that costs money for me to set up at this time. And so one day Mars is bringing in a new hairstylist. And you know me, I had already been there, I don't know how long, so I'm thinking I got seniority, you know, whatever. And he tells me, I'm gonna take the chair you working in and give it to the new girl. And I said, no, you're not gonna take my chair and give it to the new girl. I got the good chair, give her this chair. And he was like, no, you gonna get that chair and give her that chair. And I was like, well, Mars, why you gonna give my chair away? And he said to me, when you get consistent with paying booth rent, then you can pick whatever chair you want. Until then, this girl that is consistent with booth rent and working will get this chair. It hurt my feelings, but it was a lesson that I needed. And now, coming from being an owner of a salon and being the boss, I respect it so much more. Right. Because when you're an employee and you building, you don't understand the weight that the boss has to carry until you the boss. And it's like, now I'm like, okay, I had to be the boss with 10, 15 stylists, and it's tough. The weight of the salon is tough, but it was the best thing. It was like a strong lesson that I needed to learn. It helped me to respect the fact that you weren't paying that much booth rent. This man still let you stay in here and build you a big clientele. So it's nothing but respect. Like, it's nothing but respect to this day. Yeah. For that and for that lesson.
Most definitely. And I respect everything that you do. I've noticed and followed you and watched you grow. And it's just nothing but respect and nothing but love for you. I'm glad that you was able to take some of those lessons and learn from them. You know, some people learn from the lessons and some people don't. People don't. Some people think that it's just, you know, he don't like me, or he just, you know, it's just tough love. But sometimes, you know, you need that push. You know what I'm saying? Some people need that push, that motivation to help elevate them. Because if I don't take the booth rent up on you, if I keep it the same or something like that, then most of the time you're going to just continue to be lax and lazy and not want to, you know, be motivated.
That is absolutely correct. It pushed me to go and get my license. Because at that time I wasn't licensed. I was, you know, illegally working. I was bootlegging it.
Well, you know, that's how it starts out. You know, you start out like that and then you go get legit.
And I went and got legit, and it was the best thing. And it definitely motivated me to want more for my business and for my brand than just coming in and just doing enough.
Yeah. So after that, you transitioned to another shop. You grew from the other shop, and then after that, you eventually opened up your own business. So after you opened up your own business, how was that?
That experience was fun. I can say I loved it. I loved the people that came in. I love the ladies that I was able to work with, the ladies that I was able to help. Just like, I was able to be helped. I was able to help so many other ladies, get legit, get licensed,
right.
Build their clientels, be able to provide, financial stability for their families. Because that's really what it's about. Like, you need to be able to provide for your family a better lifestyle than what you're giving them right now.
Right.
And so that's a good feeling to know that, hey, I was able to bring, 6 girls in and turn them into hairstylists, help them become hairstylists, and now they're providing for their families, and now they're doing better, and they can reach back and grab somebody else.
It's a trickle effect.
It's a trickle effect, definitely.
Definitely believe in it. So after you own your shop for a while and you decide to, I'm going to pack up my stuff and move to Atlanta.
I did. I left my salon, stayed there, but I decided that my time was up. And it was one of those things when you just feel like you reach your ceiling in a certain area. Some places can only give you so much, and you got to know when it's time to go. You can't wear out your welcome. You got to know when enough is enough.
Absolutely.
You got to get out.
Celebrity hairstylist now.
Celebrity hairstylist now.
Ooh, celebrity. So let's run through some of the names you done talk to us. We want to hear.
I've done a few celebrities here and there. Toya Johnson, Toya Wright, however you know her. Reginae, Marlo, Tasha Cobbs Leonard, Aventer Gray.
Country girl.
Oh, Tyra Banks, Tamla Man. I've done some couple people.
And how long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for 4 years now.
4 years, and you done came here and cut up.
Yes. Now, I didn't start out like that. Oh, Andy, I forgot. Oh, yeah. Shoot, I have touched a couple heads. Jeez. It wasn't like that in the beginning. It was definitely going all the way back to the beginning, to like your roots of building your business again. From the ground. All over again.
Yeah.
All over again.
So you had to deal with that little dead period of trying to get it back right.
The dead period of trying to build it up in a place where there's so many other people doing what you do.
Right.
So what makes you different from somebody else? And then nobody knows you here. And in Atlanta, it's not like in Tuscaloosa where somebody gonna show you love on booth. They're not showing you any love.
None of that.
I expect my boo friend.
It's a business.
You want to come and work, I want to get paid. So if you don't have any clients this week, that's nothing to do with me.
Right.
I want to be paid.
Absolutely.
So that was something too, coming here and just grinding from the bottom, like grinding and just scratching it out. Building relationships. That's the biggest thing I realized here in Atlanta. It's the relationships.
Absolutely.
It's the networking.
Absolutely.
You have to.
It's a must.
It's a must. Yep. You cannot survive in this Atlanta hair industry without networking and building relationships with people and making sure your relationships are solid.
So what made you shift focus after you built your clientele, you start thriving doing celebrities? What made you shift your focus into your brand that you have now? I was always doing wigs, but not at this rate. So I was always doing wigs. I think let's see, maybe the first year into moving to Atlanta, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna start working on my wig business and try to invest in my wig business and try to see what I can do. Because people here, they're wearing wigs. And the Atlanta industry, what I had noticed is that people get their hair done a lot. So it's not like back home in Tuscaloosa where people might get their hair done every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, once a month. These girls want their hair done every week. Every 10 days. Right. So,
you need to figure out how to, get a piece of that. If you're not going to do them every day, okay, well, if I can make them a wig, if I can be able to do this and that, how can I get a piece of that pie? So I had started doing wigs, and then I was doing production work. So we were doing TV shows, we were doing movies, recordings, music videos, different things like that. And it was hard to balance the celebrity life with the salon life. Now, that's a whole nother conversation. Put that up on the board, okay? Put that up on the
that's
board.
A whole nother...
Yeah, because now people are talking about so much like, oh, what's the breakdown between stylists and what's the breakdown? It's tough. It's very tough to manage both lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when the pandemic came, I was already making wigs. And so I was like, okay, well, we just at home. Like hairstylists, if we don't work, we don't eat.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start, just making wigs and posting them online, and from there it just took off. It just took off, and to the point where when it was time to go back to the salon, I was in another season of I couldn't balance the salon and the wigs.
Right.
The wigs were overtaking the salon life, and I had to make a decision to give up working in the salon to be a full-time wig maker.
So how did your clients feel about that?
They didn't like it.
At all?
At all. Because, again, there's a ton of stylists. There's probably thousands of stylists here in Atlanta.
Correct.
It's still hard to find a stylist. So that's the issue that a lot of clients are having. There's 1,000 of you guys here, but why can't I ever get an appointment? Why can't I find a stable stylist that can do my hair and extensions or do my natural hair, take care of my hair and make it healthy? I can't find someone. So with me coming out of the salon, it was like, oh crap. Now I got to go try to find another stylist again.
Right. So
as much as I could try to push them to colleagues, it's still hard because your colleague might not be just like you. They're not doing how you're doing, So it's tough. And so my clients were like pissed, and they weren't really letting me go. They were not letting me go. It was like, well, can you just come in and do me? Or can you just, is there anything that we can work out?
Can I come to you?
Can I come to you? Can I pay more?
Right.
You don't think you have any time for me? And it's like, it's so hard to say, no, I really can't do it. It was so hard to give it up.
Right. Hard.
Very hard to give it up because you spent your whole career
building it up
and really being everything that you can to your clients. Like when you're sick, you're showing up. If you got a family emergency, you figuring out a way to come back to them. It's everything is really built around your clientele and satisfying them. And at this point in my career, I couldn't do that because I couldn't balance both the weight of both my personal brand and the salon brand. I couldn't hold up both of them.
Yeah. So what do you enjoy most? Do you enjoy styling hair or doing the wigs?
I don't know. I can't even tell you. It's two different feelings. The feeling of styling somebody's hair on their head is a more enjoyable feeling than styling a wig. Like you're styling a wig, there's no person there. They're not excited when you spin the chair around.
Right.
They don't get the whole feeling when you're fluffing their hair out and combing through it. They don't get that whole excitement.
The wig don't talk back.
The wig don't talk back. The wig don't interact. The wig does not tell you
that
about.
That can be a good thing though.
It is a good thing in certain aspects because the wig is gonna like whatever style you do.
Yeah.
And that's it. But, I do miss the interactions. I think that's what it is. And, being able to gossip and talk about stuff and tell me what happened, girl. Oh, my God. That's what they did. I miss that part. But the freedom that that wig making gives me is different. So I'm definitely going to choose the wig making.
Very good. So do you see, like, are you prepared for if the trend changed, or do you see the trends changing? Are you prepared for that?
I am prepared for if the trends change. I'm not oblivious to right now. We might be in a season of wigs, but in a couple of months or a year or two, we might be in a different season. I'm not oblivious to that. So if the tides turn, I can turn with the tide.
Right.
I'm still licensed. I'm still master cosmetologist. I still educate. I still have a small client base. Is really my celebrity clients. So I still do some of them from time to time to kind of stay abreast to what's going on, but. Oh, and I do weddings and stuff like that. But
right.
I do understand that the trend could eventually change. But I don't see it changing in the next 5 years.
So what do you normally get for a wig? Like, what's the average price you get?
It depends on what kind of wig it is. So with my brand, my wigs range from maybe about $280 and they go up to like $1,000. So I don't try to bust people's head.
Why not?
I just don't. I don't know. I just been like that for a long time.
What's the end game? Like, do you have an end game? Like, for as you know, after you stop doing hair, and do you think like the brand is gonna continue to run, or how do you plan on? Do you have a way to offset it for anything?
So I eventually want to move to products, and then I've been training a team of people that can style. They can style. They can ship, they can cut, they can make them on the machine. So I have a team of ladies that work. So eventually, if I'm out of the wig game, it could still go. But if it transitions out, we'll still have products. And then me as a person, I don't know if I'll be doing wigs forever. I don't know if I'm going to be that 50-year-old woman that's making wigs, or 45 talking about come and get a wig. No, you know, my plan is to go into real estate, to, you know, do more with the stock market and investing and trading and things like that. So not just to be in the hair game forever, because I don't want to have to touch every dollar I make. I don't want to have to touch it.
Right.
So in the salon, you have to stand behind the chair to make every dollar, and you can only make as much as your feet can handle.
It's earned income.
It's earned income.
Right.
You can't. You can only make so much. There's a ceiling to how much you can make in the salon, and in the wig business, you know, you can make a lot, but you also have to work a lot. And so my plan is to eventually not have to touch everything to make the money.
Right.
I want to make it in my sleep.
Yeah. Turn that money into unearned income. So the money you're making from your business should go into something that's more unearned and passive.
Yep, passive income.
Absolutely. Yep. Even though some people say passive, what is passive? But passive income is what it is, what it sounds like.
What it sounds like, yeah. I should be able to make it when I'm asleep.
Absolutely.
It should be still be coming in. So digital products, though, that's something I'm also trying to get into. Is digital products.
Absolutely.
So that's good.
So initially, the marketing degree still kind of helped a little bit.
It does. It still helps. It still helps. I just always give the degree a hard time.
We all do.
I just always give it a hard time because I feel like when you're young, deep down in your heart, you kind of almost know. You can almost feel it. You can almost feel it. And you just don't go with that first mind. We just never go with our first mind. And I know for me personally, I knew I loved doing hair. I just, at that time, I thought hair was just
a hobby.
It's just a hobby. It's just something to do. You need to go to school to do something that's going to make money. Not realizing that just because you go to school does not guarantee that you're going to make money.
Right. But it changed your life, though.
But it did change my life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met the people I met. I wouldn't have been able to, you know, turn into a hairstylist if I would have never went to Tuscaloosa. I would have never, you know, stepped out and did what I did.
Celebrity stylist, y'all.
My Lord.
Got Brandi, Frye, Odom in the building.
Man.
Hey, Brandi, please tell the people how they can get in touch with you, how they can buy a wig from you. Okay,
if you want to get in touch with me, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is BFlyExperience, BFLYY Experience. And then you can look at my products that I have on www.getrawfx.com.
There it is, y'all.
And that's that.
There it is. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. YouTube. I appreciate y'all on Apple Podcasts. Y'all can find it on any podcast right here, Beyond the Clippers. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.